when it comes to the sequester, why close air traffic control towers instead of cutting things like the large travel budget within the FAA?
Well, we've taken a very comprehensive approach here, and what we've done is we've looked at every contract, we have looked at every expense, we have looked at everything, and we are making reductions everywhere, including in travel.
Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood saying the sequester is causing him to cut everywhere. That's the same guy who said that $48 billion in stimulus money had him hiring pretty much everywhere.
We spent $48 billion, and we put 65,000 people to work in 15,000 projects in 2 years with no problems. I'm very proud of that.
You know the guy who's always peppering with questions? Give this man a Pulitzer Prize. He's the Daily Caller's Nicholas Ballasy. Nick, I hate to break it to you, but you won't get one because the people who troll it don't admire the type of questions you ask. I certainly do. You were really just trying to get to the bottom of the silliness here. Then, as now, more silliness. What's going on?
Well, so far we've heard that the FAA is going to furlough employees up to 11 days and also close over 200 air traffic control towers. So they're the two major reductions that we're hearing from within the Department of Transportation. So I asked Ray LaHood, the Secretary, if they're going to cut other things instead. Why are they doing such major cuts like that when they could cut things like the travel budget, which is almost $180 million a year for FAA employees? And now he's saying they're going to take a comprehensive approach and cut everywhere.
But, all the administration, you've been following this, but I mean, Arnie Duncan, remember when he just way exaggerated the impact on fired teachers, and I think it was the Health and Human Services Secretary said that hundreds of thousands of mentally ill patients wouldn't be getting their medications, so they'd all be walking the streets unmedicated. And by the way, in Times Square in New York, there's simply no way to distinguish, so I had no idea if that's the case. But I'm just saying that they scare the you-know-what out of us. And you call them on it, and they more or less say it's true, and the cuts are coming, and they're going to be bad, and I'm doing all I can to avoid it. But in the process, they still push that same theme, and it's wrong, right?
Well, this is the same agency that spent $48 billion in stimulus funds in 2009, within 2 years, starting in 2009.
So obviously things were hunky-dory. You had more money than you could shake a stick at.
And now we're hearing the complete opposite. I mean, I expected him, Neil, to continue with the whole, we don't want to do this. This is a bad thing.
Right,
we have to do it. But he didn't go into that. He said, look, it's a comprehensive approach. We're going to be cutting everywhere. And Neil, I want to see those cuts. That's the issue here. We've only heard about two, the air traffic control towers, furloughing employees. The Republicans in the House, on the House Budget Committee, sent him a letter, Ray LaHood, and said, why are these decisions being made? Why are you cutting these areas? We want to see specifically what is being done and why areas like I mentioned the travel budget, why those types of things aren't being cut. But it sounds like they might be coming because Ray LaHood's saying we're cutting everywhere.
Right. And I admire your tenacity, Nicholas, to do that. I just wonder, just a personal question. Now, he has security around him. I mean, when they see you, are they like reaching for stuff, or what happens?
Sometimes it's tough to get to, especially the cabinet secretaries, because they have large security details. This event, actually, he was coming out, and a bunch of reporters were gathered around. So he stopped and kind of did a little bit of a press availability.
And then he looked at you and saw it, because his
right
vision's not too good. And then he saw you like, oh, my God, it's this guy again. But, Nicholas, you're to be commended. I wish more journalists of all sorts, I don't care, political strides or just ask these questions. If you're going to say something in public, Mr. Secretary, Madam Secretary, Mr. President, follow up. We want to see what's going on. And you're doing that, sadly, alone. Nicholas, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.